Thank you for your help, Bully.
I can bend the rules, but there are limits. I'd rather your client be more careful.
Hello, Miss Myers. I see fate has brought us together again. And might I say, you're looking lovely today.
You're a go-getter, aren't you, Mr...
Marks Frost, at your service.
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Frost. How do you know my name, Mr. Frost?
Who doesn't know the famous Anna Myers? I'm so excited to meet you. How about dinner today? The Franciscana, perhaps? They have a pretty good wine list.
I'll pass, Mr. Frost.
Blunt as always. I love it. All right, well, another time. See you.
I didn't know you knew each other.
We don't, really. He just helped me fend off a couple of thugs. Who is this Marks Frost?
He's an NDR operative.
The Army Intelligence Service. What are they doing here?
That's classified. I can't share the details. You'd like to know more about him, wouldn't you?
Is it connected to our case?
Disappointingly for you, no.
I paid Gustav a visit today. Looks like he's having trouble letting things go.
What do you mean?
He's obsessed with revenge. On the upside, I'm doubtful he has any leads.
What makes you say that?
He's grasping at straws. Heartbreaking, but it's better that way. Remember the high heel from yesterday? It belongs to a girl. Her name's Susie. But the soles of the shoes are smooth. Looks like it's not her who stepped in.
Still, we have to get a statement of her. Anything else?
Yes. I think I've got something that might help us identify the victim.
Petrus Kramer. Already done. He worked for ZPE detectives.
Oh, I see. Does that give you any new leads?
ZPE says he didn't have an active investigation going. However, he could have been working off the books.
He might have been tracking down the murderer.
That would make a thrilling story, but I privilege evidence over speculation. We brought in Petrus's work documents for Dirk to look at. There might be something there. Let's go to the forensics lab. Any findings, Dirk?
A single deep knife wound to the stomach and one to the back, both done with the same weapon. Also, blunt force trauma to the back of the head.
Could be from hitting the ground.
Highly unlikely. The dent suggests a heavy blow, using something like the grip of a handgun. There are also other signs of blows to his face.
That doesn't make much sense to me.
What doesn't, exactly?
The non-fatal wounds suggest torture. Probably trying to make the victim talk. Once they get the information they're after, they usually finish you off quickly, or let you go. Why would the assailant do neither of those? That's unusual.
Maybe they just wanted the victim to suffer before they died?
Could be. That would mean it was personal.
Dirk, have you looked through Petrus's work documents?
Not yet. I've been busy with the fingerprints from the crime scene. Everything is there. It's all yours.
Great! I found a check. A check from Iris Knief made out to Petrus Kramer. She went out of her way to hide this. I wonder why.
There are also a lot of receipts from restaurants around the area he was killed.
By the way, Gustav saw a car fleeing the crime scene. He gave me this license plate number.
Those are Italian plates.
Correct. Can we identify the owner?
Only if the owner ever violated traffic laws inside the country. You will find the database in the cupboard.
Got it. Helmut Grass, 315561 GE. Swiss, evidently living in Italy. Here, have a look.
That could be our killer. I'll file a notice right away.
Unless you've got people in the underworld, that won't be necessary.
What do you mean?
He was killed last winter. I saw his dead body myself.
Damn it. Are you certain?
Yes, he was connected to the murders at Riga Hotel and perished at Cima-Divren.
Right.
Helmut was killed by his own organization. The killer was never caught.
Could be the same person who was driving his car.
It's possible.
Bully, it's for you.
Yes? Where? I'm on my way.
What's going on?
There has been another murder. You should tag along.
Is it connected to our case?
Seems likely. The body was found in the house next door. Let's go. The body was found on Kurzgasse. That's just steps from the boulevard. I'll meet you there.
All right.
Dirk, you too.
Maybe Gustav was right. Maybe I do bring bad luck wherever I go.
What are you talking about?
Her name is Susie. I interviewed her for the article I'm writing.
Did she share anything that could have got her killed?
No, but someone might have assumed she did.
A single bullet wound to the chest.
Time of death?
Roughly the same time as Petrus Kramer. Maybe a bit earlier.
That estimate doesn't make sense.
Why not?
Our interview was just after we'd investigated the scene of Petrus's murder. She looked perfectly alive, I can tell you that much.
Are you sure this is the same woman?
Yes.
Dirk will be able to pin it down. Until then, we should look around. Maybe my estimate's off. Air temperature and humidity can mess with these things. There must be something here that connects the murders.
We can't know that for sure yet. Let's be guided by the evidence. Petrus Kramer had a gun, right?
Sorry I'm late. Give me the cartridge case, would you? I'll run an analysis and let you know if it was fired from Petrus's gun.
Strange.
What?
Her ID reads Missy Bigot.
She already had a different name that she went by professionally. Why have another one?
She could have been up to something illegal. I'll check whether the document was forged.
Anything else that seems odd about the passport?
She appears to have a husband. She might have been hiding her money-making methods from him. Maybe he found out and things got out of control.
I wonder where the owner of this apartment is.
What do you mean?
There are lots of items here suggesting a single man lived here for a while. Worn-out men's trousers, shoes, and these dirty things. So vulgar.
As I recall, the apartment belonged to Marie Paget, and she had no heirs. Looks like some crook took advantage of the situation. Anna, you have to see this.
The rope was cut. Someone was tied up here. Also this candle. It's been used, but there's no sign of any wax around. That means...
Take a look at this rope.
Dirk, I've got a fingerprint.
Thanks, I'll take care of it.
This case is more complex than I originally thought. We should return to the back street.
Are we looking for anything in particular?
The candle is what's bothering me right now.
I'm not sure I quite understand how it's connected, but let's do one more search.
Great! I found a candlestick. There it is. Give it to Dirk to check for fingerprints and traces of blood.
A candlestick?
Yes. I think the detective was hit by it.
How did you know it would be here?
There was a candle on the floor in the room. It had been used, but I couldn't see any candle wax on the table. Maybe Dirk will find traces of blood on it too.
Right. I'll give it to him. We should visit Mitzi's place. Find out why she introduced herself as Susie.
Good idea. Let's go.
I'm going to stay here and keep working on...
Why, as I've been asking around about you, you interested?
Hello? This is the police. Can we come in?
It's open! Good afternoon, officer. How may I help?
How? My God. You look just like her.
Anna, what's going on?
Do you know Mitzi Viget?
Yes, she's my twin sister. Anna, please don't tell Lulu. She thinks I'm leaving here alone.
I'm afraid it doesn't matter now. I have some bad news.
No.
Mitzi was killed. We're trying to figure out what happened.
What? I had a feeling this was about her. We've always had this special bond, but recently we drifted apart. We were...
I am sorry for your loss. I personally promise you we'll get to the bottom of this. We're building a timeline. Could I ask where you were yesterday between 12 and 2 p.m.?
Anna must have told you what I do for a living. I was with a client at the time.
Do you happen to know the client's name?
I'm afraid not. Most clients don't share their names.
What about your sister? Was she working at the time?
She did have a regular client. They would meet at 12 p.m. 2 or 3 times a week. Whenever I asked about the man, she dodged the question. She seemed almost scared. She didn't say much about him, but I'm guessing he was dangerous.
Do you have any details that might help us track him down?
I'm sorry, I've told you literally everything I know about the man.
Mitzi was married. Could you tell us about her husband?
Johann Stumpf. He was a miner. He worked at Riedhof. They lived together in a village. It was built near the mine to house the miners. The site was shut down in the 1920s. After that, he got a job as a locomotive fireman on the Bern-Zurich train. They couldn't afford an apartment in Zurich. That's why he was living in that little village. After every trip, he would stay here with Mitzi. Check her belongings for a notepad. It should have his other address in it.
Great! I found a notepad. This must be the notepad Susie was talking about. Let's see. Found it. Johann, to Birkenhof, Eugstetal.
I'll have some officers take him into custody, assuming he hasn't fled.
We should talk to his employers at the train station. They might know where to find him.
Good idea. We'll also check if his work schedule lines up with the murders.
Here, have a little water. It's going to be all right.
Thank you, Anna.
I'll skim the notepad as well. There might be something about the mystery client.
Good thinking.
We'll find out who's behind this crime, Susie.
We're grateful for your time. Stay strong.
Do you believe her?
I don't think she's being completely honest with us.
Finding Johann is key to the investigation. The black fingerprint. There's a good chance it's his, given that he shovels coal for a living.
Johann also hasn't reported that his wife is missing. Either way, the man has a lot of explaining to do. I've got an article due soon. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done with it.
Of course. good luck with your article.
I'd better hammer out the article before Sven starts breathing down my neck. All right, the text's ready. Now for the photos. Which one would be better? Splendid. Sven should be pleased.
Anna, come in. I was all set to publish another article instead.
Excuse the slight delay. I've had a lot of investigative work lately.
Don't forget which type of work it is that pays the bills. Let's see that article. Uh-huh. Yes? I don't understand. It's not finished.
I've stretched the information I had as much as I could.
I don't think it's enough.
We can't just make stories up. We've got standards to uphold.
There must be something you could add.
I could shoehorn some fiction into it. Do you prefer werewolves or killer bees?
Very funny, Anna. I let you have your way with the Oscar Havel case. And now, those bastards from Ragnarsson are reaping all the benefits.
Sven, please, don't start. I will never write a word about Oscar. And if you have a problem with that, you might as well fire me.
Don't overreact. I'm just telling you that we need to make a splash. Whether it's Oscar or something else, I don't care. That reminds me. How is the prostitution article coming along?
It's coming. I've already conducted an interview for it. I'll need to find more sources before it's ready to publish, though.
Don't be too long over it. We're already losing market share to those rats at the Ragnarsson. By the way, do you happen to know why Hilda seems so wound up lately?
No. Maybe she's found herself a boyfriend.
You think? Can you find out?
I'm sure she'd appreciate it if you asked her that yourself. I'll leave that one to you. Good night, Sven. It will take some time for Uli to find Johan. I wonder how Iris is. She should have calmed down by now. Maybe I'll pay her a visit.
The Zuri Metzgete cycling race is coming up this Friday.
Good morning to you, too.
Eike Stroman was one of the favorites to win the race. He's won 3 international competitions this year alone. But he just got injured. Find out everything you can. We need to write about this as soon as possible.
Where did this happen?
On Utiki Street.
On it. Bit late to the party, I presume. Let's see if there's anything left I could use as material for the article. Great! I found a letter. Kistner. I've seen that name before. I believe it's Ernestine's last name. Maybe she'll know something. The bicycle's wrecked. I'd be surprised if he's in much better shape. I should take a photo of the smashed-up bike and head to the hospital. Maybe there'll be someone I could interview about all this. That gentleman looks like a cyclist. Could start by taking a photo.
Please, no photos. I'm afraid I can't allow that. Even for you, Miss Myers. You're welcome to return later when he wakes up.
How is his condition?
Too early to tell. We're still running tests.
I hope everything turns out fine. One more thing, Ernestine. I found this letter where the accident took place. Could you take a look at it? It has your last name on it, right?
Oh, it has to be for my daughter. Georgette works here too. She's a paramedic. I'll pass it on to her. Thanks.
No problem. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me know when Mr. Stroman is able to talk.
I'll do that.
Time to write my article. There. The draft's ready. Let's see how the photo turned out. Not my best work. Can't expect perfection when I'm so pressed for time. Have you seen Amy? I left her in my office, behind closed doors.
How did it get in here? Where's my article? Is this it? No interview, no details. And this photo is... We need Stroman's face, not some random pile of scrap.
We're not allowed to take photos of him at the moment. He's in surgery right now. My source from the hospital will let me know when he's up, and I'll go and talk to him.
Fair enough. It'll do. For now.
Should I grab the cat on my way out?
I'll do it myself. Go on now.
Where was I? Oh, right. On my way to the gallery.
Miss Myers, I thought I made it clear that you are not welcome here.
There have been developments in the murder case, and it's beyond reasonable doubt that you're involved in some way. With all due respect, Miss Knief, it's in your own best interests to cooperate.
Am I supposed to feel threatened by all this legalese?
We know that you hired Petrus Kremer to spy on someone. We found your check in his documents. Here.
You're putting me in grave danger.
Who are you afraid of?
They probably assume I've already told you everything anyway. So there's nothing to lose. Just let me get this bull sorted first.
Can I help? What are you looking for, exactly?
I'm looking for the head of this bull. It must have rolled off somewhere. It's rather a mess around here.
Great! I found the bull's head. Here it is.
Attach it to the bull, please. Would you mind carrying it over there?
No problem.
Thank you, Miss Myers. About Petrus. Things weren't supposed to end up like this. Ever since the police failed to arrest Oscar, I've been fearing for my life.
So you hired a detective to take matters into your own hands, you might say.
That's right. Petrus called me the morning before his death. I was told he had news and we arranged a meeting at my office. He never showed up.
I'm confused. You said I'm putting you in danger. Who are you afraid of?
Instead of Petrus, somebody else came. I've never seen anyone like her. A strange Goliath of a woman.
A woman?
About 2 meters tall. Her skin plastered with scars and tattoos. The closest I'd come to such people was in my ethnography classes back at university.
My God.
My best guess is that she's from South America. Possibly a... Thank you. About Pet... Things were... Ever since...
So you hired a detective?
That's right. Pet... I was told he had news and we arranged... He never showed up.
I'm confused. Who are you afraid of?
Instead of Petrus, somebody else came. I've never seen anyone like her.
A woman?
About 2 meters. Her skin... The closest I'd come to such people was in my ethnography classes back at university.
My God.
My best guess is that she's from South America. Possibly a member of the Abipones tribe.
What happened next?
She had a terrible accent. But she made it very clear. If I continue looking for Oscar, or tell anybody about her, I'm as good as gone.
How frightening. Did she leave afterwards, or...
Not immediately.
Did she do anything else?
During the conversation, she leafed through several art books off my shelves.
Did you notice which books she went through?
Not all of them, but she definitely read part of the Dada Almanac.
Is the book still here?
She threw it over there somewhere. I haven't got round to clearing up after her. I've been keeping busy with work instead. Trying to forget it ever happened, you know?
That's understandable, but we should find the book now. Great! I found the Zurich Atlas.
Is there anything special about this book?
It was open. Did the woman from the Abipones go through this book?
I'm not sure.
Several pages are missing.
What? But it's an extremely rare work of history.
Do you happen to know what was discussed in those pages?
Let me see, please. Does this barbarian hold nothing sacred? This is the last copy in the world.
Was there anything special about the missing pages?
I can't remember exactly. Something regarding old communication systems. Damn it. Oh, here's the Dada Almanac.
Thanks. I'll have to borrow it for forensics.
Just be gentle with it. It's also pretty rare. Please be gentle.
Great! I found a Dada Almanac.
When will I get my book back?
I'll send it for priority processing. You'll have it back before you know it. You've made the right decision by coming clean about this.
Good grief. What have I got myself into? Please find them, before it's too late.
We will. I'll get this to our forensics expert.
Anna, you're just in time. We've got news. One of the fingerprints from the scene belongs to Susie Viggett. She's already in custody. I'm going to talk to her right now. You coming?
Yes, let's go. What about Johan?
He wasn't home. We're still looking for him. None of his co-workers seem to know his whereabouts.
Damn it. Well, we'd better go and talk to Susie.
And thank God you've come to get me out of here. They're not telling me anything.
It's really hard to help someone when they're not being completely honest with me, Susie. Would you like to start over?
I don't know what to tell you.
Just be straight with me, Susie darling. Let's talk about the day Mitzi died. And please, don't skip any details.
I already told you everything. I was working at my usual place. I had one client. Afterwards, I met you for the interview.
Had you seen Johan that day?
No. He wasn't supposed to be back until the very end of the week.
Did your sister tell you anything?
I knew that she was going to meet her secret client. That's all the contact I had with her that day.
Did you enter the place where your sister met her client?
What? Of course not.
We found your fingerprint there.
It can't be.
Susie, I can't help you if you're not being honest with me.
I already told you everything.
Susie,
Leave me be.
we're just trying...
I think it's clear, Anna. Miss Viggett doesn't need any help. Let's go.
Have you searched the hotel?
I just did an initial check. We've sealed the room for now. Why?
Given everything we know now, I think we should go over it again.
Let's start with this room and then go on to the bathroom.
All right. I found a suitcase. Take a look. A coal-stained suitcase.
Chances are it belongs to Johan, but Susie said he wasn't supposed to be here.
Wouldn't be the first time she's lied to us.
Place it on the bed.
That's odd. The contents belong to a woman. Could Susie have been planning her escape?
There's a pair of tickets. She wasn't going to do it alone. Who was the second ticket meant for?
Could be for Johann, but we can't be certain. There's only women's clothing in the case. Anything noteworthy around the nightstand?
Well, just a photo of the twins. Looks like it was taken at Mitzi's wedding.
May I? Great! I found a photo. Mitzi looks happy.
She certainly does.
Can I hold on to this photo for a while?
All right. Doesn't look that useful as evidence.
Shall we head into the bathroom? Handkerchief.
A shaving kit. Still wet. Must have been used not too long ago. Could Johann have been here recently?
If so, why didn't he grab a ticket from the suitcase?
We can't be sure there were only 2 tickets to begin with.
Good point. Let's get back to Dirk. With the handkerchief, we could have enough evidence to put Susie away.
Let me know if you're looking for work. No shame in that.
Give me a moment.
I killed a man! What? I'm Johann Stumpf.
Take him. Looks like we're about to get some answers. Let's pass the handkerchief on to Dirk.
Uli, I can't go to the hotel just yet. It'll have to wait a little longer.
No. We just wanted to turn in some evidence.
Oh, very well then. Looks like blood.
Can you compare it with the blood samples from the crime scene?
Yes, but it'll take some time.
Thank you.
Time to confront Johann.
You go ahead. I'll join you later.
What? Why?
There's something we've missed, and it can't wait.
But we've got the man, and he already confessed. What else do you need?
If I were Johann, I wouldn't have confessed just yet. There's just not enough evidence to put him away.
That doesn't mean he didn't do it.
You're absolutely right, Uli. But there are some loose ends I need to tie up right now. We're still not sure who was living at the crime scene. What if he was involved too? There's no harm in checking one last time before we close the case.
We don't have much time. Try to finish up there quickly.
Just keep Johann and Mitzi here. I'll be back before you know it.
Susie.
Right, Susie. I'll be quick.